Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. When we left off last time, we were just making our way to Coastal Highway and we're ducking into one of these cabins just to, one, explore, two, maybe warm up, rest a little bit. But this is the first cabin that we've come to, and we're over encumbered, carrying a lot, so you're going to hear our guy breathing heavy the entire time. But what we're going to do is just going to explore out everything in this area and see if we can find any good stuff. Fire log, those are great for starting fires, but we don't necessarily need to start one right now, nor do we need the weight, so we'll just hold off on that for now. Okay, and bear with me searching through these kitchen cabinets because it can be a very tedious thing.
Food.
And depending what on difficulty you're playing will determine how much you actually find. We're on Stalker, and we'll probably maybe find just a couple of cans, maybe a box of something. If you play on Pilgrim, though, these cupboards are pretty stocked. Alright, so the kitchen search, we'll check the bedroom now. Sometimes you'll find some kind of clothing item, but this time nothing. Check out this dresser. Nothing. Okay. Alright, sometimes you gotta look under the bed. You can easily miss something there.
Thank goodness.
Okay, some soda. Seems like an odd place to put it, but that's alright. You do you, guy who lived here before me. Alright, your toilets, if you don't already know, are automatically going to be one of your greatest sources of potable water. Water that's already quote-unquote clean and safe to drink. It'd probably take me a while before I'd be ready to get desperate enough to drink the toilet water, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But unfortunately, lots of water is heavy also. So one way that we can lighten our load a little bit again is just eat some of our food, drink some of our water, especially stuff that's going bad, rather than letting it go bad. You can try to consume it. Just kind of checking out my weight, looking at how heavy I am. I'm going to try to break down some of these things just so they're not so heavy, just so that I can have maybe some of the leather and some of the cloth. Same with these gloves. Rather than just carrying them around everywhere, I'm just going to try to break them down. And the sun's starting to go down too. I'm a little tired. Kind of make some changes here. Harvest this hat in favor of the scarf. Just because I love how they have them side by side like that so that you can kind of look at the stats really quickly. Like, even if you have two of the same thing, if one's in a better condition, scrap the other. Alright, so clothing wise, I think we're good. May try to patch these up a little bit. And unsuccessfully. Okay. Oh well. Well, oh crap. I forgot to put my lantern out. See, my lantern was almost full, but since I've been doing all of that harvesting, my lantern's been running the whole time, and I'm pretty sure, especially since during the daytime, I could have been doing all that harvesting with no lighting problems, and so, yeah, that was a mistake that I made. So, no problem. We'll fill that lantern back up. And I think that we'll try to get a little bit of sleep, just because the sun is going down. See if there's anything else that we can do beforehand. May just go ahead and get our bellies full, quench our thirst completely, just so that that's not waking us up in our sleep. Eat some jerky.
Something's making me feel tired.
Dog food both feeds you and hydrates you a little bit. Smash these Summit sodas. Just kind of taking a look at my inventory too, just to see what I can drop whenever we do finally leave this area. All right, we'll try to get as much sleep as we can. All right, woke up fully rested. Okay, now our carrying weight is a little higher now that we've gotten some sleep, and again, we'll kind of consume some calories just to lighten our load and fill our bellies a little bit, just because we need that. But it's not exactly ticking down as fast as I thought it would. About 3 pounds of water goes down to almost 2 pounds of water. Yeah, we're hauling a lot of lead and scrap. That's kind of what's weighing us down. What we'll probably do is, before there's a little area, a little cabin area that we're in right now. What we'll probably do before we go to, like, say where the main city is with the garage, we'll probably just kind of store everything in one area, and then as we need that metal, we'll come back and get it. Alright, so the sun is starting to come up, but we still definitely need the light because this is too dark. Alright, so we'll check out this little cabin over here, especially while it's still dark. Give us something to explore. And see, like this cabinet right here, I could see me storing a bunch of stuff in here before we leave, just so I can come back and pick up the lead, pick up the scrap metal, all that good stuff. Book, just a regular book. We don't necessarily need that. Oh, got a body up here. Nice.
I think I can use this.
Alright, let's compare. Put on those thermals. Keep us a little extra warm.
could use this.
Quick look under the bed. Don't necessarily see anything. All right, we'll head downstairs to the kitchen. We'll go back here first.
This'll come in handy.
All right, let's raid the toilet. Get about a half a gallon of water. I hear the wind picking up outside too. Probably means there's some kind of blizzard. That may affect what we do today. Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Plant fuel. Could be useful. Thank goodness.
All right, let's. All right, we'll put some of our lead and some of our metal in here. That'll lighten our load a little bit. Same with this fertilizer. Yeah, maybe some of these flares. These jerry cans, lantern fuel. Maybe we could put some food here too. Maybe a few cans. These cans should hold up a lot better than they are. We put a little bit of water in here. That way, if we come back and we're starving, thirsty, need lantern fuel, any of those things, it'd be great to have. This is sort of like a little outpost away from our main one. And we're still running heavy. Yeah, we could probably drop some of these antibiotics. Same with the painkillers. Don't need all those. They're not changing our weight a whole lot, but we got to do something. And I mean, honestly, if we're a little heavy going into town, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But for now, let's go see what the weather's like outside. Before we do that, let me see. I won't worry about it. Alright, so let's go check out the weather outside. It sounds like we won't be going anywhere. It sounds like it might be a stay in and read kind of day. That's why the skill books come in handy. Because that way you're at least moving forward in the game, though you're stuck inside. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to be venturing out today. At least not right now. Yeah, my temperature's dropping fast. Alright, so like I said, this is a great opportunity to just bust out some of your skill books. read those for a couple of hours, boost your skills a little bit. All right, so we've got sewing, archery, building fires, small arms, frozen angler. I think boosting our fire starting skill is always a good idea. So we'll hit that up for a couple hours. Okay, I still hear the blizzard going outside, so we'll just go ahead and finish that one off. Okay. All right, it sounds like it's calmed down. All right, again, we'll hydrate. Okay, it doesn't sound as bad as it was earlier. We'll go check it out. Okay, it's still pretty cold, but at least we can see. There's a wolf over there. Looks like a deer behind it. Alright, over here, rundown house. Nothing to see really. Can't go inside of it. And ooh, there's a deer over here. Probably not going to have much on it, much meat on it or anything like that. And temperature wise, we're actually not doing terrible. One of the things about leaving carcasses down is that sometimes that's where you'll find feathers. All right, we can get this hide in 30 minutes. I think we'll do that. Kind of watch our temperature gauge. Temperature gauge isn't moving that much. If anything, we're doing fine. Probably the protection of this rock. We'll get some meat off of it as well. We'll be a little bit heavy, and carrying meat tends to attract wildlife towards us, so we got to be careful about that too. Yeah, temperature wise, we're doing fine. Our energy's a little low, probably because we're carrying a bunch, but yeah, birds tend to swarm around carcasses, so that's a great way to collect feathers. If you just want to leave a carcass on the ground, it'll be a good way to collect feathers for your arrows and such. Alright, so now we're out here on the main highway. Two main ways of traveling on Coastal Highway. You can walk for miles across the ice, and the road sort of makes like a giant semicircle, almost like a giant arch around the lake. And so that's one of the great things about this area is that you've got really good visibility. Like you can see from a good ways off. You can see deer a good ways off, wolves, bears, you name it. Okay, kind of keeping our head on a swivel. Okay, don't really see anything else. Well, we pick up the pace a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to make our way to the Quonset garage. The garage is probably one of the best locations in this area just because it offers so much. It's a great central location in this area. It's got a bed. It's got a place to cook. It's got lots of storage, multiple entrances. Oh, we have a wolf coming up. All right, so we're going to pop this. Again, he's extra attracted to us because we're carrying the deer meat. And one of the things you can do is you can drop decoys. You can drop that meat. If you don't have a torch or a weapon or anything like that, you can drop the meat, and most of the times the wolves will just run to the meat and eat the meat rather than you. Alright, so there's a little alcove of cabins right over there on the left. And the garage is right up here on the right. He's still on her tail. Yeah, and typically there tends to be one or two wolves that patrol this area. We'll come back to that later. Alright, and here's the garage. And we'll go on in. And like I said, I love the garage. The garage tends to just have a lot that you can explore. You're going to find food in the store area here. We'll come back and get that in a minute. Big spaces, workbenches, a barrel to start a fire, cook, a bed to sleep in, great storage. Boom. All right, guys, we'll take a break here. We'll see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.